All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. Imagine if we could zoom in so closely on a human cell that we could literally watch individual atoms interacting in real time. Like seeing exactly where a tiny genetic mutation physically breaks a protein and exactly how a new drug might fix it. For a long time, that level of detail was pure science fiction. But today? Well, today we're exploring how computational biology acts as a virtual microscope to solve real, life or death medical mysteries. And we're doing it by looking under the hood of a fascinating piece of software called YASARA. Here is our roadmap for the explainer. We'll start with building the protein blueprint, then move on to rendering the invisible, tackle the physics of movement, and finally look at some real-world medical breakthroughs.
All right, Section 1, Building the Protein Blueprint.
So before we can simulate a disease, we actually need a 3D model of the protein that's involved. But usually, all we get from the lab is a raw 1D string of genetic code. So how do we turn a string of letters into a highly accurate 3D machine? Well, YASARA uses a precise 7-step process called homology modeling to do exactly that. We're not just guessing here. It's a strict pipeline. We start with template recognition, correct the alignment, and generate the core backbone. Then things get pretty wild. We have to model the flexible loops and those intricate sidechains. Sidechain modeling is actually this classic chicken and egg problem. See, to predict the sidechains, you need the correct backbone, but the backbone depends on how those sidechains pack together. To get around this, notice that iterative loop on step 6. The software basically bounces back and forth through model optimization, tweaking and refining until everything fits perfectly, right before the final validation.
And this whole crazy pipeline kicks off right at step 1 with template recognition. Instead of building totally blind, the program scans these massive databases of already solved protein structures. It's looking for a highly identical, pre-existing template to act as our foundation. It compares your target sequence to known structures using a residue exchange matrix. Think of it kind of like a highly advanced spell checker trying to find the closest matching word in a dictionary to anchor our protein. Conserved residues score high, and that gives us a highly accurate, statistically sound starting point to build out the rest of our 3D model.
Moving on to Section 2, Rendering the Invisible. Okay, so now our protein blueprint is built, but we hit a massive computational wall. How do we actually render it on screen? A single protein can have tens of thousands of atoms. If you want to interact with that smoothly, you need a way to draw it incredibly fast without literally melting your graphics card. Look at the sheer difference in geometry on the screen right now. On the left, traditional methods need about 960 individual, tiny triangles to make one atom look like a convincing, round sphere. Multiply that by 1 million atoms, and your computer is instantly going to crash. But look at the right side. YASARA just drops that heavy 960 triangle sphere and uses this brilliant 14-triangle imposter trick. It creates the perfect illusion of a 3D sphere using flat geometry. This is exactly what makes it possible to view millions of atoms interactively, even if you're just using a standard smartphone. You're probably wondering, how does this imposter trick actually work when atoms overlap? Well, in a normal setup, intersecting spheres rely on a z-buffer. Basically, the computer has to manually measure the depth of every single pixel on your screen one by one, just to figure out which atom is in front. It's exhausting. And mobile devices or standard laptops often lack the fast access to the pixel shaders needed to do that heavy lifting. So YASARA's trick just bypasses that entirely. It simply layers flat triangles parallel to your viewplane. It perfectly mixes colors and shadows using textures instead of heavy geometry math, which instantly accelerates performance. You still get perfect spheres, shadows, and ambient lighting, but the whole shebang runs buttery smooth on basic hardware.
Which brings us to Section 3, the physics of movement.
So we have our beautiful static image efficiently rendered, but biology isn't a photograph, right? It's incredibly dynamic. Proteins are constantly vibrating, folding, and physically colliding. So how exactly do we make these static pictures move? How do we take this model and simulate the wildly complex physics of molecular dynamics? Keep in mind, every single atom exerts a force on every other atom around it. Calculating those forces millions of times a second, that is an astronomical task. To solve this massive math problem, YASARA relies on spatial mapping. Think of this kind of like hitboxes in a video game. As you can see, the software divides the 3D space into a grid of cubes. So instead of one atom checking its distance against every single other atom in the entire protein, it only searches its immediate neighboring grid cubes. And you see those cutoff corners? By trimming the corners off the cubic search volume, YASARA instantly reduces the search space by another 10%.
It uses this grid-based neighbor search, completely intertwined with actual force calculations, to track interacting atoms in real time.
Now, if you tried to calculate these neighbor lists perfectly, every single microsecond, the simulation would visually stutter like crazy. To prevent that, YASARA uses what they call sloppy pair lists. I love that term. Think of it as a clever cheat code. Instead of the brutal process of recalculating relationships every single microsecond, the software calculates it once, assumes it's close enough for a set number of steps while the atoms move, and then recalculates. By intentionally accepting this very slight, mathematically controlled energy drift, which is basically just strategically ignoring some super distant, negligible interactions, the software massively boosts processing power. That's what keeps the simulation perfectly smooth.
There's another massive physics optimization here, and it's all about how we handle pressure. Usually, simulators use a barostat. A barostat calculates this really complex virial pressure across the periodic boundaries of the simulation space. It's incredibly math-heavy because forces are just constantly crossing borders. YASARA introduces a really cool alternative, the densostat. Instead of calculating the complex pressure of atoms physically bouncing off the walls, YASARA just looks at how crowded the room is. If the scalar, volume-based density is right, well, the pressure is generally right too. By swapping out heavy pressure metrics for this streamlined density tracking, the entire simulation runs about 8% faster. And let me tell you, every single percentage point matters when you're simulating billions of molecular interactions.
Let's head into our final section, real-world medical breakthroughs.
We have our blueprint, our fast rendering, and our optimized physics engine. So what? How does this actually impact human lives? Well, the stakes are incredibly high. Take a look at this quote from a study on early-onset Parkinson's disease. Researchers figured out that mutations in a specific gene were associated with a form of human Parkinsonism, producing this mysterious protein called DJ1. They knew for a fact that the loss of DJ1 function led directly to neurodegeneration, but they had absolutely no idea why. The physical mechanism was a total black box to them. Enter our virtual microscope. They used YASARA to model the DJ1 protein and mapped the exact genetic mutation right onto the 3D structure. The mutation was this L166 swap, meaning a leucine amino acid got swapped out for a proline. And boom, researchers could physically see the problem. The mutation happened right in the middle of a vital alpha helix structure. Because proline actually can't participate in helical hydrogen bonding, it acts as this aggressive helix breaker. That one single tiny amino acid swap literally shattered the protein's structural integrity, causing it to rapidly degrade in the body. By actually seeing that structural shift, scientists finally cracked the mechanics of the disease.
We see a really similar mechanical failure when we look at inheritable deafness. Here, we're looking at the motor head domain of a protein called myosin 7A. This is absolutely crucial for your inner ear's ability to sense sound waves. They found a family with a genetic mutation that swapped an asparagine amino acid for an isoleucine. When they simulated the atoms, researchers saw that the larger isoleucine side chain physically couldn't form the necessary hydrogen bonds. Notice that switch loop being pushed? The larger mutation literally shoves it out of place inside the protein's motor domain. That tiny, microscopic shove disrupted the pocket where ATP binds, basically cutting off the protein's energy supply and literally stopping the cellular machinery of hearing in its tracks.
And guys, these are not isolated cases. This technology has been used all over the medical spectrum. It solved those structural shifts in DJ1 for Parkinson's. It modeled multiple myosin mutations causing profound hearing loss by physically blocking power strokes in the ear. It mapped massive transmembrane proteins like ATP7B to reveal how copper accumulates in Wilson's disease. And it analyzed mutations causing hereditary cholestasis by tracking exactly how lipid transport fails in the liver. From the brain, to the ear, to the liver, the ability to build, render, and animate these tiny structures with physical precision is a total game changer for unlocking treatments.
We have really seen the tremendous power of in silico medicine today. By optimizing how we calculate grids, fake 3D spheres, and map molecular densities, we've cracked open a window into a world we used to only be able to guess at. But it definitely leaves us with a provocative thought as we look ahead. As we keep equipping ourselves with these unbelievably powerful digital tools, how close are we to finally crossing the last mile of the protein folding problem? Once we can perfectly simulate every single atom in the human body in real time, what medical mystery will this virtual microscope solve next? Thanks for exploring this invisible world with me today. Keep asking questions and keep looking closer.